All right, so round one of the Eternal Tournament Series Season 2 Invitational, The Mouthful. We're playing Phone Control today. Up against Jarbo, round one, who is on a Stone Star Khalees deck, which is not exactly a matchup I was planning for. Although I wasn't really planning for any matchups. I didn't have a lot of time to test this week, so we'll see how this tournament goes. But we immediately start off with a miserably bad hand for this matchup. There aren't many good hands for this matchup, but we'll find some things. And yes, Withering Witch does nothing as well. Might as well get the Seek Power out of hand. We're running a bunch of Champions of Cunning. We want them to get Aegis as quickly as possible in this matchup. So, yeah. We're going to get a Primal Sigil. So I'll try and comment on my plays and thoughts and stuff as much as I can. It's been, like I said, a rather exhausting / busy week for me. So I'm not quite in the best mindset for this, but I'll play to the best of my abilities and hope for the best. I literally haven't played this deck at all week. I've been able to play Eternal for about like 1.5 weeks, so should be interesting. Really the key in this matchup is keeping the board clear so they don't get large Khaleeses. I don't know if this is the appropriate turn to Lightning Storm, or if I'm supposed to wait one more turn. Generally in this matchup, the Khalees is going to be slow. The Khalees deck is going to slow roll a lot of their threats. Not only because I have board wipes, but because they want to just get a very large Blood Ray Khalees. So like they're essentially always threatening that. Like here, they're threatening a 6/6 Khalees next turn. So then the question becomes, like, do I suffocate a rando unit here just to keep it manageable, or do I actually use a very valuable Lightning Storm here and maybe use Suffocate for follow-ups? And it's a tough call. Suffocate's like just a terrible card in this matchup, right? It's not the worst card in this matchup. Permafrost is. But Suffocate, like, it's just, we're not going to get better targets than random drones and wisps and stuff. So I'm just going to use Suffocate and save the Storm for now. And yeah, we'll hit just a Dreaded in here. I didn't really want to kill either of these yet until I have like a Steward or something like that in play. Okay, they're on depleted power. They are running a full set of Suffocates, so Felon Bloodcaster is not exactly a permanent solution to any problems, but it's still something. There's a pause here, so it means either Torch or Devour, or Annihilate. Could also be Annihilate. Alright, there's a Combust. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one. We really need to get our Champions of Cunnings and some other things going. This isn't a terrible spot to play Staff of Stories, really. I'm trying to think of a better time for it. Yeah, let's go here. They got torches, they can start throwing torches at it. If they have a Khalees, they can't kill it here unless they go exactly undepleted power, Grenade, and Khalees. Yeah. This will probably get them to use a Devour if I do that, but yeah, what are you going to do? If they don't have Devour, alright. So that pause means Torch or Annihilate, right? There's still a pause, so it means it's not Annihilate. They could have Annihilate, but they at least have Torches. Alright, they're going to Torch, and then... Are they running Varus Favors? Yeah, they run 3 Varus Favors, so... Oh, they're going to Madness just to take out the Staff. Sure. That means they can't use Madness as a removal spell, though, so that's still pretty good for us. Like, they couldn't... They're stuck on power. Alright, we'll just play another Staff. Yeah, they need to, like, combine their cards to do powerful things, and they can't do that here. Alright, so we just need to draw, like, a Steward. I'm going to be pretty happy. Oh, they have a Combust. Jeez. Alright. Well, when they're stuck on power, it means they have lots of spells. And it's like, how are we going to be able to punish them here for being stuck on all this power? And the answer is, we really can't. We're drawing Withering Witches, which just absolutely do nothing in this matchup. All their units already have 1 health, so I'm just going to play one here. Just get it out there. not going to be better times to play it. It's never going to shrink their stuff. Come on, Stewart. Well, they now have Madness Combust lines available, but they've already used 2 Combust. Okay. Would I rather favor or get down Harbinger here? I could do both, but favor is an actual useful spell. We want to maintain board, like keeping the board clear. We're just gonna have all these bad removal spells. I still have Lightning Storm, so I can still use that to deal with. Yeah, alright. Let's just get the Harbinger down here. You just need to try and put a clock on. Alright, so they have Madness plus a Torch to take this out. That's one consideration for not playing Harbinger, is it gives them way more outs to deal with our... Okay, they actually can't deal with this turn. It gives them way more outs to deal with the staff, though, immediately. But at the same time, we're trying to kill them. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to try and put the pressure I'm putting on here. And I can't leave up Death Strike. That's actually a pretty big punt. Yeah. They didn't have another Madness, so I guess we use the spot removals and save the Lightning Storms. This time I'm not playing a Witch. But I'm just going to use all of our removal spells. Keeping the board cleared to make their Khalees super weak is really important. We're going to Death Strike. The question is, what do I want the timing of Death Strike to be? And I think I'm just going to do it now. Don't give them a chance to devour our own unit or anything like that. Okay. This will probably necessitate a Lightning Storm. And then probably, let's see, is that 3 Madness down now? So not a huge point in playing around it anymore. I only get in for 2 damage by Lightning Storming here, but whatever. Gotta do something. It's a little annoying that we literally drew all 3 of our Withering Witches this game, and I probably should have just played that one. Alright. We finally draw Steward of the Past, which will promptly get annihilated. We knew they had an Annihilate in hand, but whatever. We'll just beat them to death with our 3 Withering Witches. These are coming out after this, most likely. They could be bringing in Maidens and Scrap Tanks and stuff. There's the Khalees. Alright. The good news is we've got a bunch of units in play to try and manage it. But we knew that was going to happen eventually. And it is big enough to deal with Champion of Cunning, but the Champion of Cunning is still going to at least buff both of our Witches and trade with the Khalees, so still pretty strong play here. This is the card we were looking for, either this or Stewards, and it took a while to find it, but they were stuck a bit, and at least we're protecting the staff. It's pretty, they're going to kill that, but we have 6 damage in play. Alright, they use a Suffocate. We still have staff. We draw another champion. That's big. Alright. So we have 2 lethal threats in play. They can't Madness this. They could Madness this, but it doesn't... Yeah, alright, that's game. Woo! Alright, so we get game 1 despite drawing 3 of our worst cards in the matchup. Turns out Withering Witch can still get buffed by Champion of Cunning, so... we finally found our clock right towards the end there. So now it's time to sideboard. So what you do is you just clone your 90-card deck. Wow, he's already ready. Okay. And then we just trim it down. So as you saw there, I was just throwing... There's an E on his name, yeah. I was just throwing removal spells at them because, hey, they're bad. Backlash is incredible. I immediately took out the Permafrost, as I explained. That's by far our worst card in the matchup. Sindal's Gift. They're trying to build combos, so I could see that being pretty good. The Last Word is not something I'm interested in. Vera can be good. Mistfilled Drake has Aegis, which is nice. Giving ourselves Aegis is nice. I think Celestial Omen's a little slow. They can't really play like an aggro deck against us, so we can play slow cards. Like their strongest ability is the fact that they can just have powerful combo turns with a Khalees. But up to that point, like they're still susceptible to lightning storms and such. I don't know about this lightning strike. It's only good against their weapons, and usually it's not big enough. Like they're almost certainly going to be bringing in at least Oblivion Spikes. I don't know if they're going to bring in anything other than that, but I can assume they're going to bring in Oblivion Spike just because of how powerful it is. The Sabotages are great. We still have to cut 6 cards. Okay, let's see here. Now let's just cut like the mediocre removal. I might keep in some number of Death Strikes. Like I said, sometimes you need to Death Strike your own units. Suffocates or Annihilates. All of their units died to Suffocate/Annihilate. Annihilate's fast. We just don't want that much spot removal. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to just cut all of it like that. Oh, did I cut too much? Apparently I cut too much. I have all the Lightning Storms. The Backlashes are essentially removal spells. We have all of our top end. A little low in units. All right, let me double check my list to see what I can put back in. Permafrost, Suffocate, Annihilate, Backlash, Lightning Strikes. We brought in the 4th champion. The Mistveiled Drake, is that still in? All right, yeah. So all of our top ends in. Just need some early. We just got to decide what removal we want. I think 2 Death Strikes, even though they're clunky and expensive. Yeah, all right. Let's just keep in the Suffocates and Annihilates. I don't know if I want to have that much spot removal against them. Seems a little weird. Is Lightning Strike better than those? No. Let's see. We already brought in the Backlashes and Sabotages. Yeah, maybe I am supposed to just bring in Omen. All right. I think I'd rather have Omen than some of these spot removal spells. We'll just have the one of Annihilate to get with Omen. Suffocate's not a fast spell. It's just cheap. Yeah, actually, we'll go 2-2 split. 2-2-2 on all of our spot removal. Something like that. Maybe I'm supposed to play some number of witches just because they're bodies. I don't like the Last Word. They do get in the way of Khalees at least. But I think the removal spells would be more useful than witches. I think. Could be wrong. But we'll go with that for now. Sabotage is going to be like the most important card. Alright. And let's send out that. Sorry, I have lots of people that want to play against me. Let's send out that challenge. It's just, there's a max friends list size, so I can't accept everybody's friend requests, sadly. Yeah, I'm not sure which units Jarbo's going to be bringing in. So I could try and anticipate that and say, hey, this Annihilate's going to be really bad because potential units they're bringing in are Maiden and Scrap Tank. So that's actually a pretty strong argument to bring in just the Suffocates instead. Wonder what's up here. Yeah, maybe now I'm thinking about it more. 2 Annihilates is probably still too many. Well, it's got a Harbinger and an Animus, but not a whole lot else. I don't want to actually get run over. There's a chance they could have an aggressive build. And, like, I do need Double Shadow for some things. As much as I would like to get Primal there, and maybe I was supposed to not use Seek Power there. Based on this hand, I actually could have waited for more information. Oh, wow, they're just straight up playing the drones out. All right. Yeah, I could have waited until this turn to use Seek Power, essentially. Yeah, that's... All right. The good news is we were on the draw, though, so they can't punish us too much. Pause could mean a billion different spells there. Not much to read into. All right. Here's the moment of truth. Are they going to play 3 more units here? No, they escaped. So there's a chance something real scary could happen if that was the case. And we're just going to play out Steward here and keep curving. Although I don't really want to play Champion of Cunning without an Aegis, so I probably will just skip that. We'll see what we draw. All right, there's a Combust. Wisely combusting the Grenadin and not the Grenadin drone so it doesn't get silenced. And they are still hitting power this game. Alright. So let's see here. We seek. There's a pause. We get another Primal Sigil, so that's 5 Primal sources. And now we're just going to chain Harbingers and Mistveiled Drakes, I guess. Assembly line. Sweet. Yeah, that makes the Harbinger decision quite a bit easier. If they didn't dedicate any more Harbinger targets, I don't think I would have played it out here. I would have probably just played the Aegis unit. They didn't have Devour. Alright, they torched that. This still has Aegis even if they do that. And... Torrent of Spiders. Probably just gonna Harbinger here again. Just keep their board cleared. Trying to think what else I could do. I could play a Drake. I could play a Champion and really pressure them. Let's see, if I play Champion, it kind of forces them to put more on the board. Plus, I get to hold up Annihilate. Like this... Right now, they can only make a 4/4 Khalees if they... This is tougher than I was initially thinking. Because this is my only sweeper, I think I want to hold on to it. It's just a just-in-case kind of thing. A just-in-case kind of thing. Not sure what I'm going to do with this Annihilate. Yeah, it just feels stupid. Alright, they draw more cards. Yeah. I'd still rather play the bigger Aegis Flyer than Mistveiled Drake. I think. Ooh, that's powerful. Stash, Torrent, Combust. Stash doesn't do anything now. It could in the future. Combust kills something. Torrent makes units, but we have Harbinger for that. Combust can kill Harbinger or... Huh, this is interesting. In the long game, I feel like Smuggler Stash is a bigger problem if they ever... Well, no, because if I just take Torrent, Annihilate, their Combust is dead, their Stash doesn't do a whole lot. I just play Bloodcaster or something. Yeah, even though I have an answer to Torrent, I like forcing them to stash. No, I have the answer to Torrent. I don't care about the Torrent. Yeah, we'll take Combust. Yeah, let's just take the Combust. I think we're just going to take Combust there. And Jarbo concedes. Alright, that's not too surprising. We kind of had him in a pickle. So they were a Khalees deck that didn't draw a Khalees that game. That can happen. That can happen. Where our deck is just filled with sweepers and stuff like that. So there are games where that could have been scary, but post-board, we just brought in a ton of Aegis Flyers, and their plan is to block things on the ground. So... it's rough for them. All right, well, so good start to the tournament, 2-0 start, and we'll see where it goes from here.